Bobby Durkins here. Well, college football season has been over for a little over a week, maybe 2 weeks. And at the end of the day, I miss it. I miss it just like my grandpa who used to thump me in the head when I used to do stupid stuff. God, I miss that man. Anyway, it's gone. I even missed the pre-Christmas games. You know, the one that sucks. The Doo-Doo Bowl, the Booger Bowl, the Hep C Bowl. I even missed them. It's over. And all we're left with is the NBA and the NFL. And the NFL is so political, and the NFL is driven by so much money, and the NFL is always trying to make a statement. Between you and I really don't care about a statement. I just want to watch football. I have enough statements going on in my entire life. There we go. The NBA is extremely boring. They play 700 games, and it really only comes down to this season about 3 teams. That being LeBron, Steph Curry, and the Rockets. Notice I didn't even name out their teams they play for. Baseball will be starting up in the next couple of weeks. Who likes baseball? Any sport that the umpire will stop the game so a pitcher can scratch what God gave him and then resume the game. Boring. Boring. I just can't take it. It's absolutely ridiculous. But this week, if you're a Clemson Tiger, you're extremely happy. You're extremely happy because we found out just a couple of days ago that the Christian Wilkins will be returning to play. Toilets are flushing backwards. There are idiots who are saying smart things. And even the Gamecocks are semi-cool because the world is spinning backwards. That's how unseen Christian Wilkins returning. And basically all of our defense is returning as well. Now, we did lose a couple of players who's going to go into the NFL draft. And listen to me, I ain't going to dog them. I'm just going to say it was premature. I'm one of these guys. I don't care if you leave early to go into the NFL because everybody gets an education for one specific reason. That's to make more money. Oh, you don't want to be more cultured and educated. You go to get education to get more money. And any other reason aside from being a nun, a priest, a preacher, or a missionary, you're an idiot. And I don't take that back. You go to school to earn money. So if somebody's going to go to school, and then they enter the draft early and they know that they're going to make a ton of money, don't blame them because you're doing what you're supposed to do. But I do feel like a few of our guys who entered early. I understand trying to take care of your family. Just make sure that you're not going to end up on a practice squad and cut in a couple of years. Anyway, good luck to you. You are a Tiger, and I'm for you. I ain't against you. With that said, our defense is returning. They're killing it. Christian Wilkins is back. Followed by Farrell, Bryant. We got Bryant. Heck, I can't remember everybody's on the line right now. I'm so freaking happy. We have Dexter Lawrence, and of course, Kendall Joseph's back. Mark Field says he's coming back. We also know that we signed 2 of the top defensive players in the United States. And I'm just telling you, I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about that. We also had the 2018 Clemson football schedule released to us. And I'll go over that in just a second. But I do want to address something. This is a little housekeeping for all us Clemson fans. Now, I've caught some major crap from even non-Clemsoners who's talked about me saying stuff against Dabo. First of all, I never said anything against Dabo. I'm not putting down Dabo. I know he's the head of the organization, but he does not what they like to call micromanage, which means he stays right on top of his assistants. He gives them the chance to make the right decisions. But even you Alabama fans said one particular thing. God, y'all's defense is amazing. And that defense is back. I want to go ahead and put the nation on high alert. There ain't even a defensive line even close to ours. So good luck with that one. But our offense, I've been suspect about it for 3 years now. I don't care if they did win the national championship last year. You give Deshaun Watson, Mike Williams, Wayne Gallman, Jordan Leggett, Artavis Scott, and then you throw in Hunter Renfrow into the mix. Anything can happen with those guys. They're that good. So if any of you has the intellect of a maggot, then you won't get what I'm saying. I am saying Clemson's offense has some problems, and they either fix them or they don't. And they can get all the way back to the playoffs, all just to get spanked. Let me tell you about this little thing. I learned this week. I was talking to my cousin. She's real smart, she's real educated. I call it a backup plan, but in the business world, they call this thing a contingency plan. Contingency plan means you make your regular plan, which you call a strategic plan or something like that. And this is what we're doing. And then you get into it, and I don't know, you're playing Georgia, and you're losing 13-0 at halftime. And then you kick in your contingency plan, and you say, Tugala is going to play quarterback for us. We know you've won 25 games, you only lost 2, and got us 2 playoffs. We don't feel like losing tonight. Tonight, our goal is not loyalty. It's actually, our goal is to win the game. So they go and they take Tugala, throw him out there, put Jalen Hurts on the bench. And guess what they do? Win the national championship. Clemson did not have a contingency plan against Alabama. I know Alabama had a chip on their shoulder, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Clemson didn't even try. As I've shared before, there's one rule in fighting. There are no rules. And when you're getting your tail kicked and you realize you're going to get beat, you might as well at least try anything to try to win. And that's exactly what Saban did. Who in their right mind would sit down somebody who's won 25 games and got you to 2 playoffs and only lost 2 games? A person who's crazy or a person who wants to win? Alabama will hang another national championship in Tuscaloosa, and the Tigers won't. Now, don't switch. Don't switch from me. Don't get mad. Do the smartest thing y'all did. You could do this year, other than setting those dumb resolutions that you've already broken. You're still fat. Good luck. You still drink too much. Good luck. And you ain't saving no money. So do the smartest thing. Hit the subscribe button, because I tell you the truth about our team and your team. Clemson did not have a contingency plan. And if they did, it was the worst one ever. They didn't try anything. Well, there's nothing to try against. There's always something to try against a team who owns you. It's called desperate. How many times have we seen teams that goes out? It's very few who was down by 31 points or by 20 points or by 30 points or by 50 points. Okay, 50 points was a stretch. But they come back and win. They beat a team that was beating the crap out of them, even at half. We've seen it before. You know why? Because they go, guys, we're getting beat. We might as well try something other than laying down here like a bunch of wimps. So for everybody who's been dogging on me, I don't care. You can shoot me and I'll die right. You can bury me. You can cover me up and dig me back up. I'll be right. You can throw me out in the lake and let me sink to the bone, let the fish gnaw the flesh off my bones, and my skeleton will still be right. It is what it is. Clemson was not ready. Oh, how can you not be ready for the college football playoff? It's not like you're given an invitation every year. I know it's been 3 years in a row, but you can't start to take that crap for granted, because there's a bunch of teams who'd like to be in your spot. Anyway, their defense is fantastic, and they're going to be fantastic this year. 2018 Clemson football schedule was released today. And of course, I will, being the good Clemson citizen I am, I will talk about it a little later on in more depth. I'll let the season get a little closer to you before I give you our full predictions. But I'll just quickly go through these games. They play Furman at Death Valley. That'll be fun. Then they play at Texas A&M. Oh, Jimbo can't get away from us. Third game's against Georgia Southern. Oh, that's going to be a fun one. And then we're at Georgia Tech. Old Paul Johnson, he's down there running the option. We'll beat him again. And then our old foe. Everybody loves throwing Clemson's face that you lost to them. And you should, because that once again proves my point. Our offensive play calling has got problems. Clemson will play Syracuse at Death Valley. And this time, I think they're going to pour it on Syracuse. They play at Wake Forest. The Demon Deacons used to be so boring that I'd rather hear Maya Angelou, one of the world-famous poets persons from there. I'd rather hear her give a speech than I would hear Wake Forest or watch Wake Forest play football. Like, I'll never forget hearing Maya Angelou give this one poem, and it was more interesting than watching Wake Forest. It was something like this. In the fields they lie. In the fields they cry. I'd rather sit and listen to 2 hours of that crap than I would watch Wake Forest play. They're much improved. Then we got our towel-stealing buddies coming in. Actually 2 weeks after that. There's a break in between Wake Forest and NC State. Now, Dave Doran, I want to go ahead and tell you, buddy, there's this thing called social media. And Lord knows everybody's on it. There's over 2 billion on Facebook. God knows how many's on Instagram. We got Twitter. We've got all these bunch of things. So I just want to let you know. Listen to me. That laptop on the sideline, it's not your demise. It's social media. And that's how we get some of our recruits we get. By the way, buy your own towels. Then we're at Florida State. You never know who's going to be coaching, Willie Taggart's going to be coaching next. 2 years ago, he was South Florida? Can't keep up with it. Then he's at Oregon. This year he's at Florida State. Might swing on over to, I don't know, coach at Texas Tech after I get tired of Cliff Kingsbury's hairdo. It goes on up to Maine, and he flips on down and coaches over at Kansas. Goes on up and coaches at Idaho. He flings on down and coaches at Florida Atlantic when Lane leaves. You just never know. But we're going to play out Florida State. Then we got Bobby Petrino and the Fighting Cardinal of Louisville. We're at Boston College, and you never know if they're improved or not. It's always too soon to speak. Then we play Duke. I think that's the first time since 2012. And then we finish with our feathered foe from South Carolina down there in Columbia. On your way in, you can stop by and see Williams-Brice Stadium at its finest. Or you could this year come on up and see Clemson, hopefully, and I do believe we'll win for a 5th year in a row. Well, we'll go over that a little later on. But I do want to tell you this. I don't care what happened this year. I don't care how much our offensive play calling let us down. I don't care how much I wanted to barf at the thought of we were not ready for the college football playoffs, which never said that before. Again, I'm still a Tiger. I love Clemson. I believe in these boys. They are who they are. And they will win the games that they will win. They've only lost a few games over the past couple of years. And I'm going to tell you this, only next to Alabama has anybody even come close to doing what they've done. So though I'm critical, I'm still a fan. I love my Tigers, and I believe in Dabo. And yes, I hope they straighten out the offense, because I'm going to tell you right now, they straighten out our offense, there's nobody in the country who will beat us. You can take that to the bank, deposit it, and don't put it in a CD, because that don't earn enough money. Trust me, I found out. But go Tigers! Go Tigers! Bobby Durkins!